experience dwumadi and I'm a bro me am just so na matena ase me di dwumadi ho chan me din e de akosia nsoko konkom na senia da ne da nyina yetena ase na ye de bro and nso matena ase me ne oponikese bi a ono nso nimdi wabo abrabo ni bi ono nso afemu bi ono ene ende me no ebetwetwe nkomo e wo me dwumadi so na ansa na ende me introduce me guest no ma me ntwa me ho sema embra me ba na me di dwumadi no ahyehyɛ so ano yes I'm a kwaba bill embra David's discovery so what's na say what join me live there will like o share na wa subscribe me the video to I will be the first person I want to be cabina fi washe and then so send me kon me catch wo no matena se e wo video mu na me ka se na se kese enkoma ames bag or say o pet local bag enko adia e adia wo kona catch na say wo friend na o di bebre e bebre dia wo hia bia no or the bebre baby I will be a over friend no 0592313 I check this hair tail so SMN control say ono so ho mo no a ope uwo papa e dia shewuti uhia hi na wo dia ye occasion e wedding e engagement e bibia de no an say wo be na kachi obema ohu oye one-on-one class nso so nti say we obi a wo pese wo join in the class na no an say wo be fa ne number na fe wa friend no the number is 0240239606 and that's 0500412652 Ubehu Achades Hill Aquili opposite St. Mary's School behind the block factory. And Achades Hill and let's just say Matma and there a job in your abitu. May open Cassie and I'm in a better chunk but another year free ye casa na fe ya kopoto kasa esan so onfi ye man wende ono na ye no ebetwetwe nkomo eya na yakọ outside Ghana kakra na fe ye de nipa fofo nso abaso enti ende nkomo a ebe didi nyina foto kasa enti no na ya bebi wo nso amechemu e de acho ye nko no wona fe ye ne entwetwe nkomo my boss. Then you are welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for joining us.
You're
this
welcome.
is the Biz Discovery, and then my experience show us, we give you the opportunity to share your story out to people. Today, we welcome you to the show once again.
The pleasure is mine.
So I want to ask you, you should tell us your name, introduce yourself to us.
Okay, my name is Prince Victor Matthew.
Okay, Prince Victor Matthew. Okay.
I'm from Kogi State in Nigeria. Igala by tribe. Igala by tribe.
Igala. Today I will learn Nigeria. Small. You will learn it.
Yeah.
I know you also want to learn it. So today we are going to learn everything.
So Igala by tribe. Kogi State is a conference state where River Niger and River Benue meets.
Okay.
In Nigeria, and there are two prominent tribes that exist in Kogi State. We have the Igalas and we have the Igbiras.
Igalas and Igbiras. Okay.
Igbiras. So these are the two prominent tribes in Kogi State.
Nice.
I'm from the family of 4.
Okay.
And I'm the second born. We are 3 men
and
1 lady.
1 lady.
The lady is the last born, and my dad is late.
You are the first born?
I'm the second born.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and my dad is late. I lost him 2014. But my mom is alive, and she's the founder of God's Tabernacle Prayer Ministry in Kogi State.
Kogi State.
Yes.
Okay. So that means you are a pastor? Pastor's daughter.
Actually, our lineage is a priestly lineage because my mom's father, my granddad, in my mom's side was a prophet.
Okay.
Yes, and the baton hand landed on mom and landed on me. And
that is family.
It's like an hereditary that started from my mom's lineage. That's my granddad, and to me, ministry has been my life.
Ministry has been your life.
Yeah.
Everything about ministry.
Yes, has
Okay.
been my life. 3 months before my birth, there was a
3 months before your birth.
yeah, there was a prophecy that there was a boy that was going to be given birth to, and his name must be called Victor. Among all my siblings, 2 months after my mom took in, she could not use her 2 legs.
2 legs.
She couldn't use her 2 legs.
But right now, is she walking?
Yeah, she's okay. They have to carry her from place to place and everything. Throughout my pregnancy, my mom couldn't use her leg. She regained her leg after my delivery.
How did you get to know all this?
She told me.
She told you everything?
She doesn't joke with me because she understood that there was something different about me.
Something different about you.
The prophetic for me started at age 9.
Age 9?
Yes.
How did you get to know it? Were you not schooling at that time?
I was just, it was normal to me.
You were schooling?
Yes, I was schooling, but it was normal to me. It was as easy as me sitting down and I'll be telling them this. They were joking. When the thing started coming to pass, they now started taking it seriously. Yes, and the beautiful part of it is the prophetic aspect of me is the fact that I don't have to close my eyes before I see visions. I see visions while my eyes are open. That's what we call the open vision.
Open vision.
Yeah, and everything. I found myself speaking in tongues.
At which age?
That should be at age 11, 12.
Okay.
I found myself understanding the scriptures.
Okay, so I want to ask you, when you started your prophetic service and other things, people went...
It was normal.
Yes.
Like,
do you remember your first prophecy you gave and then it came to pass?
The first thing that, the first revelation I had was my father that had an accident.
Oh.
So we were eating. And I told them, look at Daddy's car is turning.
Oh.
They said, what now? Look. I said, look at it. I was counting it. I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has stopped. Look at that. Mom. Everybody was there like, what's happening? I described the clothes my dad was putting on and everything.
And it happened.
So, yeah. So, that was around in the morning, around 10. It was Saturday morning, around 10. Around 4 o'clock, my dad was coming. The same clothes I described.
He was putting
it on and he came. And the first thing my dad said, my mom asked was, did you people have an accident? He said, how did you know?
Oh.
He said, did your car somersault 7 times? He said, how did you know?
But he didn't die.
He didn't die.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Oh, really?
Nothing happened.
Wow.
He said, ask your son. So to me, I never had an opportunity to experience childhood like every other person.
You didn't experience that?
I'm not this shy that you find playing with other children.
You never played with other children?
I never had this time, like what children stuff do.
Why?
Playing in the sand.
Why?
Because, I don't know, but it was not appealing to me.
It was not happening to you?
It was not appealing to me.
Okay.
I found it different because when everybody's playing in the parlor, everybody's playing outside and everything, you see me in one corner sitting down quiet.
You are a quiet person.
Quiet.
Very
If I'm not quiet, I'm talking to myself.
Yourself, okay.
So
you are talking to yourself as in, because if you say I'm talking to myself, somebody will say,
oh yes,
mad.
Oh yes. That was one of the major things my mom had to deal with. In fact, my mom did everything to make sure I stopped talking. I talked to myself.
You stopped talking to yourself?
Yes, I talked to myself. And most of the things I tell myself,
Mm-hmm.
if an adult is there, you would think somebody is pushing me to say those things. I talk to myself. This public speaking I started from childhood.
Oh, okay.
I'll be talking about some certain topics by myself,
Certain
with
topics
myself,
without telling people,
by
calling people
myself.
around you.
Mm,
You know,
by
some
myself,
kids
with
when
myself.
they don't play with people, they gather the kids around them and then they speak to
Yeah,
them.
and I love this wrestling. Wrestling, you know. If I'm not talking to myself, I'm using two pillows to do wrestling.
To yourself.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And
Are
I
you serious?
I can be noisy sometimes.
Oh,
And
okay.
sometimes I hate noise.
Noise.
So my life was like not that balanced, but mom knew there was something different about me. So she was always careful with me, and she never for once imposed anything on me.
How did you stop talking to yourself?
I never stopped.
You never stopped. And that's now, have you stopped?
I never stopped.
Oh, you're still talking to yourself.
There is no show, there is no talk,
Mm,
or there is no teaching I've ever done
mm,
that I've not actually done it with myself two
Okay.
to three times
Okay.
alone before I step out.
How many years did you stay in Nigeria?
I stayed in Nigeria for
What age? At what age did you live in Nigeria?
I left Nigeria while I was 36.
36 years.
Yeah.
And what motivated you for you to move out?
Actually, leaving Nigeria was a divine instruction. The Lord said you're leaving Nigeria to Ghana.
How did you hear it? What happened?
Like
How
I
did you...
say, I grew up in God's presence.
Okay.
This is my first encounter with God was at age 14.
14 years.
That was when I had a revelation that I saw Jesus. And
you saw Jesus?
Yeah, I saw him. He spoke to me.
How was it?
It was a revelation. It's not like any of the pictures we see.
Okay.
It's totally different.
So
from
did
what
you
we
hear
see.
some sound?
No, it was a revelation. It was during a Sunday service, during praise and worship. Everybody was singing and dancing, and I was cut off. I didn't know. I was dancing, but I was cut off. I didn't know what was happening. When I opened my eyes, that was when Pastor was already preaching. Imagine, from praise and worship section.
So preaching.
So I mean, I didn't know what was happening, and I actually saw him, and I can't forget that smile.
You smiled with him.
That smile. I argued with him because it wasn't what I was expecting.
Okay.
It didn't appear the way I wanted him to appear. It was like,
how did you wanted it?
Like the picture of Jesus we used to see, the movie of Jesus and everything. He wasn't like that.
Okay.
He wasn't looking like that and everything. I said, "You're not the Jesus I know," and everything.
Oh.
Then he said something to me. He said, when I resurrected, was Mary able to recognize me? I said, "No." He said, "I will never reveal myself to you the way you want me to." And he smiled. And when he smiled, I knew he was the one.
So then you came to Ghana. He decided
this revelation was while I was 14 years old. 14
years, sorry.
Yeah.
So after you said, what motivated you to move out?
It was a divine instruction.
Just move out.
Just move out. What am I going to do in Ghana? No details. Who am I going to go to? No details.
No details. So you just...
First part is, okay, so that I can get enough money. Let me sell my property so that I can have enough money. He said no.
So how did you come? What happened? How?
Okay, I gathered my clothes into my bag. I took my laptop. I took my Bible. My rent was still remaining 4 months before it expires.
You were renting in Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay.
It remained 4 months, and God said, "Do you know what? This guy, call him. That is my assistant, Prince Victor Kudili, or he's the vice president of Hope Expression."
Okay.
He said, "Hand over everything you have and walk out." So I just walked out of my house with my bag, my TV, my bed, my kitchen,
Everything.
every single thing, my generator.
You left it for the
Every
person.
single thing. He said, just walk out.
Wow. Just hold it there. But you try your home and I am bra for your bad, na did you media no atwa so e dey amount me try me ho abasisi. Yes, I'm a kwaba bi ma hwefo se woda so a ehwe the best discovery and then enkomo twetwe de yantani eni kakra bi na so enha ho minim se wo de wote kakra obeti ase ya ye nko no local baby a ene de ebesan emu wi akoba bi foforo yensan ko brother Victor ho na fe yene nto enkomo twetwe ne so. You are welcome to our show once
Thank
again.
you very much.
Let's give you the opportunity. When you were living, you left everything behind. But for me, I am telling you, let's go and then take everything. Let's go and take everything. We'll come and sell it here.
But that was actually, I believe God did that because He wants me to have a total dependence on Him.
Okay.
Because that was something I could have relied on. I came to Ghana absolutely with nothing.
Nothing.
Just with my clothes.
Do you know somebody here?
No.
So you just came here?
I just came here.
And how was it?
I just came here, arrived at Circle.
Okay.
And there was a minister of God that I used to attend one of the online service I do. That's Miss Millicent Akodugu.
Okay.
So she knew I was coming.
She knew you were coming.
Yeah, we were coming. But there was also one thing that it's not usual for ladies to accommodate a guy in Ghana.
Yes.
So I had to lodge in the hotel.
Really? She didn't accept you staying with her?
No.
Or you didn't feel comfortable living?
Not that I didn't feel comfortable, but she said that is what it
is here.
Yeah. So but she was friendly.
Okay.
And the feeding and a whole lot of stuff and everything for 1 week.
For 1 week?
Yeah, for 1 week I stayed in the hotel, and if you ask me, where is going to be your next step, I didn't know.
You never knew anything about
Nothing.
So when you came, did you had a church you attended for that 1 week so you could find your feet?
That 1 week I was at the side of Ghana called, is it White Cross?
Okay.
Yes, that was that side I was, and I was just indoor. I was still doing my online program, and I was asking the Lord, what is going to be my next direction? There was no information, nothing. God was silent. My rent was expiring Sunday. It will expire Sunday. Sunday morning, there was no instruction. So
you went out, or what
I went to church on Sunday. I came back. Lord, what are we going to do next? There was nothing. Till around 4 p.m. 4 p.m. I got a call from somebody that attended an online program that she heard that I'm in Ghana. I said, yes, I'm in Ghana. So where are you staying? I said, nowhere. He said, what is nowhere? I said, I'm like Jesus now. I don't know. There's no place for the Son of God to lay his head and everything. Then he said he spoke to the person that is in charge of Bible College, Ghana, in Akropong. Yeah, so he said there's a mission house there.
A mission house at Akropong.
Akropong.
So Bible you left
college, there? Yeah, the Ghana Bible College. In Akropong. So so he spoke to them, and they were so excited to have me. The man was so excited. The Reverend was so excited to have me. So that was where I stayed for 2 months. So it was like, did you get a room? Or like there was a room. Church? Okay, they gave you a room. They gave me a room. So they gave me a room, and I was in charge of my own feeding. They gave me a room. I was staying, and The room I was, it's just like, the hostel bunk
Okay.
that you have one there, you have
Ah,
another
okay,
one
okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah, so
With people inside.
no, there was no people inside.
Okay.
So because they gave me a vacant one, so there are many bunk that are there. So and there is a phone there. And that place was so cold.
How was it cold?
Was so very, very cold. And that place is on the mountain. Okay. No, it was on the mountain. Okay. Very, very cold, and it was an interesting place. Like it was really cool.
How was the experience there? How did you exploit it?
Although the students in that school, they were glad I was around because I was able to take them one or two things.
Okay.
And the experience was interesting. It was an isolation moment for me. It was a time for reflection. It was a time for understanding how to enter the city.
Okay, yeah.
And what God would want me to do. It was there I met Mr. Henry, Apostle Henry. He accommodated me.
So all your time in Ghana, apart from being preaching and other thing, what have you done differently?
Nothing.
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 It's all about the ministry.
Yes.
Everything is about ministry.
Yes.
Have you been taking pastors through teachings and other things?
Oh yes.
Okay. Oh, so they pay you for that?
Yes, they do pay.
Okay.
But there are some of the teachings, the online that I do for ministers. I have an online platform for ministers. It's free. But the one they invite me to their church to train their pastors, train their leaders and workers, is not free.
As you are a teacher, I want to ask this. Why do you train pastors and then prophets? Why?
Actually, okay, there is this side of me, I always keep away from the crowd. I'm an ordained apostle.
Okay.
I'm an apostle with a prophetic and teaching ministry.
Okay, nice.
And it's a mandate that God has given to me. Hope Expression is the ministry that God has given to me for the past 23 years now, 24 years now. Okay. And where I provide solutions to relationship and ministerial problems. Okay, so it's not like I want to, it's a mandate. It's a call.
So you have to do it.
I have to do it. I've written about 164 books covering relationship, ministry.
Is it out there?
Marriage. Yeah, it's out there.
It's out there.
My ebook store is there.
Okay, so give us some of the books you've written so far.
Oh, wow.
Or just give us maybe 2, 3.
Okay, the recent one I wrote is We Are Not Like Them.
So when I go to bookshop, I'm going to get...
It's actually an ebook store. My ebook store is online.
Okay.
That is hopeexpressionebooks.qshop.ng.
Okay.
All the books are there.
How much do you sell it out there?
One of my books is not that expensive. It's between 17 CDs to 20 CDs for a book. Okay. It's about 200 pages. Some are 300 pages. And so on and so forth.
That means, so you've been here for how long?
I've been here since June 2023.
2023.
Yeah.
To 24, 25. That is 2-3 years.
Yeah.
How is the experience? How do you feel this country? How is the experience? I want you to express yourself. Give us the experience that you've had, the bad experience that you think this was so harsh to you.
First of all, one of the things that surprised me in Ghana is the fact that there is no room for youths and teenagers to dream.
There is no
room
for
youths and teenagers to dream. Youths and teenagers are being seen as individuals that do not know anything and they should not see anything. And whatever the youth wants to strive, they strive under the wings of the fathers.
The fathers. Okay.
The fathers, the leaders, the pastorates, even the youth in some churches are being silenced. They don't have the freedom to express themselves. They don't have the freedom to live their giftings. And even those that have the calling, the pastors sits over it. Welcome to Ghana, where the elderly silence the youth than letting them to stand and do something different.
Have you had that experience?
Oh yes, I've had that experience.
How did you feel when it happened to you?
Very, very terrible. It was difficult for churches to open up. It was difficult for churches to associate with me when I came to Ghana here, until they began to see my online programs.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because they were skeptical.
Okay.
Now, there is something, the prophetic is not really easy for the Ghanaians.
When you came, that is when you came, you didn't show that this is you because you are quiet, so you can't, okay.
One thing is, the prophetic is not easy for the Ghanaians.
How is it not easy?
The reason why I say the prophetic is not easy for the Ghanaians is the fact that ministers are not ready to stay with the word. They are ready to stay in prayers. But they're not ready to stay with the word.
This I don't understand.
Beautiful.
Okay.
An average Ghanaian believes in prayers.
Okay.
But when it comes to the knowledge of the scripture, it's only few. So you can see people with so much prayer life, but they don't know the scripture. They don't even know the scripture behind the prayers they pray.
Okay.
And nobody cares about your growth in Christ. Nobody cares about you cultivating the fruit of the Spirit. Nobody cares about character. Nobody cares about working on your calling, working on your purpose, working on your vision and pursuing your vision. And when a youth or a teenager has a vision, it's being scrutinized, it's being questioned. There is this spirit of mediocrity, mediocre, whereby this is what has been happening, this is how we have been doing it, and this is how it must continue. So when the youths and the teenagers are coming with something different to exceed the success of the fathers and the elders, they are being shut down, or they kill every opportunity that should be given to them.
Wow.
And the annoying part of it is when you're in Ghana, things are not going that well, but on the social media, they are pretending. When you're on social media, they just make you believe Ghana is okay, the youths are doing well, their dreams are thriving. But when you come to Ghana, youths and teenagers are crying, they're suffering, their dreams is being buried. Just because the youth do not have a voice.
To speak for themselves.
They don't. And even when they are victimized, you cannot see anybody doing rally. Nobody.
Do we have to do rally about it?
Well, youths, not like Nigerian, that if anything goes wrong.
Nigerian, they will do rally.
They'll do rally, but you can't do that here.
Okay.
Because nobody is giving you the freedom to talk.
The opportunity to.
It's so funny that the suffering of the community is the secret of the wealth of some people in Ghana.
It is the secret of
the suffering.
The suffering
in terms of feeding, in terms of transportation, in terms of the difficulties of the staffs, is 80% contributing to the success of some people in Ghana, which means Ghanaians' success strives on the suffering of the citizens, yet they can't talk. On social media, they consume everything. Oh, Ghana is good. Oh, this. Come to Ghana, you meet the opposite of it.
Oh, hold it there. My entire Hosemana for your bar. Heat no. Or the money. It's in my entire home by your bar. You're not to us so every amount. Maybe Sisia. Yes, I want to cover viewership for so what you bring. I will share I have the best discovery. My experience, you may do, and I may do, bro. And then so yet, not see, dear, not just say, Brother Victor, any near fat, I am a brother, dear, what from or bar or my dear, what from or no, and now only a che Enti yensan kono wona fe yensan ene no ntwetwe nkomo yensan nkomo twetwe so yensan you're welcome to the show.
You're
I
welcome.
wanted to introduce you as we are talking as a Ghanaian. So
All right, no
sorry,
problem.
you're welcome again.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we were going, we were talking about Ghanaian not being speaking for ourselves, not rising for ourselves, and other
Yeah.
things. We want to give you the opportunity to take us through, okay?
Until we break from timidity,
Mm.
I don't think that the revival that Ghana needs will come. Timidity is when you know the truth, but you're afraid to say the truth because of what people will think and because of how people will behave.
How did you get to know all this about Ghanaian?
Is based on my experience in the land. There are some certain things that I do that Ghanaians that have more money than me will never do. There are risks I've taken that people who had more money than me will not dare because they're not ready to step out of their comfort zone.
Wow.
They're not ready to do something different. They're not ready to put themselves out there. And the funniest part of it is a Ghanaian will better stay in a spot to suffer than to support you to succeed, even though they will benefit from your rising. It's like nobody is going anywhere.
Okay.
Instead of you to rise, all of us remain here.
We
were here. We were here before you came. And you no, stay here. Stay there. That is just it.
So let me ask you: have you had a Ghanaian friend in your ministry outside anywhere?
Oh yes, I had a Ghanaian friend. I have had like 2 or 3 Ghanaian friends. It wasn't a pleasant experience too.
It wasn't
a pleasant experience. So the first Ghanaian friend I had was Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry was very good. He was calm and okay and everything. And I think what actually affected the friendship because he sent me out of his house.
He sent you out of his house?
Yes.
Why? What did you do?
And that was because his girlfriend was doing a birthday.
And
she communicated with me, asking me that is my friend at home.
Okay.
I said, yes, he's at home. Unknowing to me that he has told the girlfriend that he's not at home. So I don't know that of course a problem and everything, and the girl now called and was, you know how if a Ghanaian lady is angry, vibrating.
That was it.
The guy said in 24 hours I should find a place to stay.
So when you moved, where did you go to?
And one thing with me is, of course, it's a spirit that we carry in Nigeria. You don't dare us.
You don't dare us.
If you dare us, we'll do and we'll add extra to it. When he said in 24 hours find a place, in 5 hours I was there. I got accommodation.
To where?
in Russia. In Russia, yeah.
Okay.
I went to Gigi. I started searching.
Oh wow.
When he came back, his anger had subsided. You know now, man of God. I said I've gotten a place. I've gotten a place.
Have you gone back to Nigeria before?
No, I have not. I have not actually gone back to Nigeria.
So how do you communicate? How do you see your mom?
Video calls. Video calls on WhatsApp. We chat every day on WhatsApp and video calls. That's how we communicate.
Okay. Have you had a Ghanaian girlfriend before? Like, are you in a relationship? Let me ask.
Oh, presently I'm not in a relationship.
But have you had a Ghanaian?
Yes,
how was it?
Oh man, it was great.
Okay.
It was awesome, and she was really good. She was my first experience of relationship with a Ghanaian lady. She was very, very content.
Okay.
But something happened. Something happened.
What happened? you need to share it. What happened? It looks like,
Okay, so what happened was the fact that you know, since I'm in Ghana, I can't just rent like 2, 3, like the way they charge like 8,000 Ghana cedis and
Okay.
everything. So
Okay.
the room I was taking, we were two in the room. Okay, so when I'm not around, she comes around with my roommates. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Are you serious?
Oh yes. So
Whoa.
she broke up. No, she didn't even break up. She started acting funny. She started acting funny. She was no longer picking my calls, no longer sending messages and everything. And one thing with me is the best way to make me know something is to hide it from me.
Hide it from you. Okay.
When you hide it from me, it will just play out on its own. I have that grace. People don't hide things from me. When you hide things from me, if people, you know, I have that prophetic grace.
So that means he broke your heart. She broke your heart.
She did, and
she did,
and everything. So
okay.
I was studying my Bible. I was studying my Bible, and it just flashed. I saw her and the guy kissing. So, so this is the picture and everything. And now.
So physically, you didn't see them, or
I
what?
didn't see them.
You never saw them.
They flashed. So, and I said, okay, I know what to do. I asked the guy. I said, have you heard from this lady? And she said, no. Why would I be asking him that kind of a question? It was not up to 1 week.
Okay.
He said he was packing
out.
Yes.
So he went out.
He did.
He left. So you never had encounter with the lady and him before?
No.
You just knew it.
I knew it. And I picked the phone. I called her. I said, even if you want to leave me with my roommates, is it the way you do?
And she said what?
She busted into tears.
Oh, that means it's true.
She busted into tears.
After that, you've not had any relationship again? No relationship again?
No.
Oh.
Not because of that, but just because
because
the attitude of ladies think relationship is needed for a man to take care of them.
Okay. You never took care of her?
It was not about taking care of her. But of course I was useful to her.
Okay.
But she was the lady that even when she has a need, she really takes it from me. Take money from me.
She can't take it from me.
She loved my intellectual capacity. She loves to learn scriptures from me, and she loves to read my books. She loves to understand what life is all about, and she was able to drop some characters because of me. And she loved the way I confront her and tell her the truth.
The truth.
But I didn't have the bad boy vibes.
You didn't have, so she wanted a bad boy
vibes.
Craziness.
Yeah.
But I know Nigerians have that part in them.
Yes. Yes, the bad boy vibes.
Yes.
I don't take alcohol. I don't take.
So she wanted that part.
She wanted that vibe.
Ooh.
So she wanted. I get a good, nice man from this. Then I get the bad vibes from this. You understand? You understand the remix. And everything. So it's kind of a problem. And I discovered one thing, that the best way to make a lady hate you in this land is to be truthful to them.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
They don't like it.
You don't.
If you are truthful to them, you talk to them, and you're talking about building a future, you talk to them about destiny, you talk to them about future, they'll not take you serious.
Okay.
But if you are telling them that,
some small lies.
Go, in fact, tell them what they want to hear. Number one, buy them shawarma, pizza.
So do you have a child?
No.
You don't have a child.
I
You don't.
don't.
Not back
No.
in Nigeria.
No.
Would you love to marry a Ghanaian lady?
Of course, I would love to marry a Ghanaian lady that is visionary and that does not have timidity. Because I cannot be with a woman that is dreamless. I can't be with a woman that does not have something going on her own, because if you are not productive and fruitful in your dream, it means you cannot be productive and fruitful in the marriage.
Wow.
Oh yes, because you have to conceive. I believe you must be pregnant first before.
You must be pregnant first.
Oh yes, I believe a lady should be pregnant first before I get married to her. But not the pregnancy of a child, but the pregnancy of a dream.
Oh,
I caught you there.
I'm lost here.
Yeah, because when I tell you in the next 5 years, in the next 6 years, where do you see yourself and what should you be doing? You can't tell me you don't know.
So when you get to this Ghana here, where apart from Accra, have you been to the other part of Ghana?
Okay, I have actually been to Volta region.
Volta region.
Yeah, Adenta.
Adenta is in Accra, I think.
Okay, yeah, what they call it, Costa.
Central region.
No,
is it Cape Coast?
Cape Coast.
Cape Coast, that's Central region.
Yeah, Cape
You've been
Coast.
there, okay.
I've been to Kasua.
Oh, okay.
I've been to, yeah, I think these are the places I've been to.
And
of course, Dansuma.
Do you want to roam more? Or just
of course, when the privilege comes, I would like to.
Yeah, you want to explore.
Yes.
Okay.
And one of the aspects that I really want to talk about is the fact that I'm really, really concerned about how youth relates with elders.
We have a perception about Nigerians about when you go to Nigeria, they kill you, this and that, a bad mentality about them. What will you say about that?
Well,
as a Nigerian, yeah.
As a Nigerian, I have lived in Nigeria all the few years of my life.
Okay.
Kidnapping is not as rampant as they make it seems.
Okay.
Kidnapping is not rampant. One thing for kidnapping to happen is, first of all, is either you're a prominent person or you are related to a prominent person. Of course, or people that, are tired of life and just want to do individuals.
Okay.
But it is not like you're walking on the street that will just kidnap you. That's not it. That is not it. Most kidnapping happens most of the time. People that, they are into late night movements. Nigeria is not mostly safe in the night.
Okay, it's not safe.
It's not like this Ghana that you can see somebody walking on the street around
12,
1.
2 o'clock, 1.
You can't try that in Nigeria.
Why?
In some part of the Nigeria, you can't try that.
Oh, why?
In fact, if a policeman even see you and you are not with your ID card,
that means the security service in Ghana is better than.
Oh yes,
Nigeria. Okay.
Yes, I can give them 100%.
Wow.
I can give them 100%.
You can give us 100%.
Yeah,
that
sure.
one be 100%.
You see, the only thing, security and lights.
Okay.
Oh, 100%.
Security and lights is 100%. That is why you don't want to go back to.
No, well, it's not. Well, it's part of the package, but it's
part of the package.
It's part of the package. Like I was saying, I really have an issue the way the youth relate with elders.
Okay.
The respect for elders is very low in Ghana.
Really? You think so?
Yes.
I've had an opportunity where they say Ghanaians are very respectful in other countries.
When you, like I say,
okay,
those that have traveled out of the country and have seen how others relate with, they tend to imbibe. Okay. This is Ghanaian. You see a youth, you see a teenager, like,
Bull with that.
You can't try that.
In Nigeria. What? Okay.
Where's your home training? You can't try that. You can't be free with that. You can't be talking to an elder.
So this is how they brought you up.
You can't be looking at an elder's face and you're talking.
Really?
You can't try that. A girl is in the presence of her father picking a call of her boyfriend. You don't dare that in Nigeria. No way.
The time is even up. So let me give you the opportunity to tell people, motivate people who watch you today. What would you tell your fans today?
One thing I would say is have a dream of a new Ghana.
Okay.
Until you know that there is more to this land than what you have met and what you were born into, you can never strive. And secondly, I want you to understand that the future of Ghana will question you and ask you, what did you do with your youth age? What did you do with your teenage age? Hear me. Until the youths and the teenagers beat the record of the success of the father, you're a failure. And you'll be a failure to the future. Until you can give a better experience to your unborn children than what your parents gave to you, you have failed and you will fail them in the future. Until you can see beyond the success, until the youths and the teenagers begin to continue from where the fathers have stopped, the unborn children will come and ask you, what did you do? I'm saying to you, even though Ghana is not a place that you can step out of the unknown to create something different, dare to stand. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. You'll be mocked. People will not support you. People will abandon you. People will reject you. But the test of time will prove your success. Because Ghana only wants to identify with you when success starts coming out of your dream. Nobody wants to support you from the scratch. So come to a place to decide that if you fail or if you succeed, it's going to be either your fault or your choice. Until then, you will never rise. Own your dream. And let me speak in the place of relationship. Dear ladies, have some dignity to yourself. Have some dignity to the home you are coming from. Don't forget the family you came out from. Know that every of your attitude will bring shame or honor to your parents, to your siblings. You have a name to protect. And to my brothers, have regard for ladies. My Ghanaian brothers, have some respect for ladies. Ladies are not toys you toy with. Have respect to the opinions, to the ideas, to the dream of ladies. It's very important. Because the truth of the matter is, until you start having respect for your own sisters, other nationalities will keep coming to Ghana and be taking your sisters away. Haven't you been asking? Have you not asked yourself and sit and ask yourself, why are other nationalities coming to Ghana and taking your sisters away? Because you don't have respect for your sisters, you don't protect your sisters, you don't invest in your sisters, you don't educate your sisters.
Thank you very much. If I allow you, you are going to speak and speak and speak and speak. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you for coming, honoring our show today. May God bless you very much. What's our share me? There was a pass a watch brain a fake wash me. Me just so I watch me so I akusia and so kunkum. Men can for Ames back and ma will be open back the no so we can catch over friend. I was 0592313 me come for a children's health or say Wusika. Bottom and a better and you papa or a set machine. And also so ube humo a quelle opposite St. Mary's School and our friend I was 0240239606 and that's a 0500412652. Make that was it, say wash it, or like it, wish it, now was subscribe it. Aha, I had the best discovery. Many Purina, one thing can be my descendant is beside the share. Bye bye.